I don't think I would be a man. I'm too sweet, too cool, I'm starting to let them in Thailand. I go to eat my DTD and I swear she has sauce. I'm not here to be dancing. But if you get to my room, I'm a free for us. It is a sickness, now say you tell me how. And if you tell you what you do, you know, you're not a bad. Who will give you trust that? And you're best at a path, so now I'm feeling one. Yeah. Who will give you trust that? And something in your balls. You couldn't make it do this stuff. And something in your balls. Don't let me trust that. And something in your balls. You couldn't make it do this stuff. And something in your balls. You know, cause I'm too much goodness I have. I said you're too much goodness I said. Because we go for the back of the class and papa. I am one my brother don't hold me back. Told me book, this one cool me also in the night and if you pop, the genie I'm here I was able to send it be a dance. Somebody do for that. Every good one will be the same. They tell my family magic. So say yeah my family magic. So far the money magic. This time they charging me. They will be having some go and treat. Can't even need everything else and I'm eating around soon. Till see me do. You know that I'm talking. I'm probably a one of us. I'm giving me stuff. You will let me at that. You know time. You break me just like let's take it as a house. Let's take it as a house.
Show you back to love, yeah. Steady for the one now. Oh my sexy man, baby. Oh my yeah. Give you sugar on a regular. Run my head now. I'll show you back to love, yeah. Steady for the one now. Oh my sexy man, for my heart now. Only you there. I just want to do my way. Everywhere baby, I just want to do my way. Everywhere oh, you get down low. Make a man decide go. But then you up in night. So make a buy you in a lamb. Oh no, whatever you want to. You fly go where you want go. She's a body I know. She's a body I know. Give you my sugar on a regular. Run my head in a baby. I'll show you back to love, yeah. Steady for the one now. Oh my sexy man, for my heart now. Only you there, baby. I just want to make you my way. Baby, I just want to make you my way. I see your face. Ooh, oh my days. I've been out here looking for you for days. Ooh, I just want to say I my head, my head. I know fit to reset, I know fit to connect. Waiting there, go back, say me defend. I know fit to defend, even if I play defense. I won't comport myself for time. For the mountain waiting for so long. My head, I know fit to reset, I know fit to connect. Waiting the back, say me defend. I know fit to defend, even if I play defense. I won't comport myself for time. I fall for you to fly, I fall for you to fly.
But you don't dip. You day online, I feel text you, but you only give me good things. Only play and the day you do like you don't see. Charlie, don't do that to us. Why you did this? Saturday night, I dey call you, but you're not bad, no day. Let's go come like 12:30, do you say that time to sleep? But only play and the day you do like you don't see. Charlie, don't do that to us. Why you did this? I say these days, if I feel a woman, these days, if I feel a woman, me I say if I feel a woman, these days, if I feel a woman, make a lie, but woman do lie, make a lie, but woman do lie. Sometimes they say I know they complain, but you don't feel that. Don't tire all the complaints. If I speak not to you, then you start to feel that. Baby, you know, say it's not from start. They kill them all for them. Me, I notice you don't want to stop fake. But me just come see from start. This thing I'm making, they could be inside this game. If I text you, then it one time, you see the shit come. This thing I'm making, they could be inside this game. They say they got a feedback, why I always it from me say. I say these days if I feel a woman, these days if I feel a woman, me I say if I feel a woman, these days if I feel a woman, make a lie, but woman they lie, make a lie, but woman they lie. Me I stay long time, I call you girl, but you don't date. You day online, I feel text you, but you only give me booties. Only pay and the day you do like you don't see. Charlie, don't do that to us. Why you did this? Saturday night, I call you, but you're not bad all day. Next day come like 12:30, you say that time to see. But only pay and the day you do like you don't see. Charlie, don't do that to us. Why you did this? I say these days, you don't know what I need. These days, you don't know what I need. These days, you don't know what I need. You got the missing no super. So time to make you shabby. You got the time to stop around. Get up and do something good for yourself. Don't really do a rather. Say me and me have a get up and do something good for yourself. The time I'm away for nobody. Me have a good. Shine in the internet, she will actually myself. But I have to know
trap music. Fire! This DJ Lafette. You want some? Come get some.
day. Me I get it there for your day. Me I get it I will beg you like you want it for J. Give you my fingers if you care. Me no weakness in my day. Oh God, oh I want
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Time Radio TV. It's the Timeline Morning Show coming your way live from our studios here in the Greater Accra region. And don't forget, today is the 28th of May 2025. And if you have just tuned in, it's a beautiful morning here. And just as we do it, we start with the motivation. Then exactly 7 o'clock, I bring you the weather forecast for the 24 hours for today. But before then, just as you know, the program line out is as usual. So I bring you the Time Morning Inspiration. After that, the weather forecast. Then I bring you some of the trending stories, sports, today in history. Exactly 8 o'clock, the newspaper review will be coming your way. 8:45 exchange rate. Then we do with the celebrity news. Then finally 9 o'clock to 9:45 analysis of current events will be coming your way. That is the main discussion for today. 9:45 to exactly 10 a.m. I crown it all with the health segment this morning.
My dealer, come quickly, cause my case is everything.
So that is how it's gonna be this morning. Don't forget, we are streaming live on Facebook, Time TV _radio. You can as well join me on all social media platforms. On TikTok, Nana Bonsu or Nana Eltolad. There you are watching me. And if you have joined me live on TikTok, please, you can also go to Facebook right now and just type in Time TV _radio. And there you are, you join us live on Facebook. Don't forget to share, like, comment. So before I start with the Time Morning Inspiration, let me quickly make this announcement. On the 30th to 1st of June 2025, the 30th of this month to 1st June, which is next month, is a 3 days of glory with Prophet David Elijah, all the way from Nigeria, will be visiting the Greater House Chapel International for the 3 days of glory. The man servant, who is the founder of the Greater House Chapel International, the pastor Jesus loves, Apostle Philip K. Osei, will also be in the house, powerfully ministering. Now, the program on the 30th starts exactly 6 p.m. and on Saturday is 5 p.m. Sunday, which is the 1st of June, it starts exactly 8 a.m. Wherever you are listening or watching me from, please, on the 30th, All road leads to the Greater House Chapel International for the 3 days of glory with the man servants of God. Greater House Chapel is located at Vice Chancellor's Office Complex, adjacent Absa Hostel, Legon. So where you are coming from, Medina and its environs, you are coming from Dodowa, Oyibi, Somanya, Bon, Volta, Atimpoku, Volta, and all those areas. Come and just pick your car and alight at Medina. When you get to Medina, please just pick a car from Medina to UPS Junction. UPS Junction. Once you get to the UPS Junction, you cross over to the next side of the road. You will see a taxi rank over there. Just go there and ask that you are going to the Vice Chancellor's Office Complex, UPSA. They will pick you and then bring you there safely and drop you. The office is just by the roadside. They drop you there. Our ushers will be at the roadside, the gate over there, to lead you to the main auditorium of the Vice Chancellor's Office Complex. That is where the program is taking place. You are coming from Kumasi, Takrady, Western, Bono, all those areas, Kasua, Cape Coast, and Winneba, all those places you are hearing me from, and you want to be part of the 3 days of glory at the Greater House, please just pick a car straight to La Paz, either La Paz or just pick it to Runabout, Tetequashi Runabout. Now, if the car is coming straight from that side, you can alight at UPSA Junction. Just tell the driver that you are going to UPSA Junction. Now, when they get there, they will alight you. You will see the taxi rank at your right hand side of the road. Just dash in there, pick a car, tell them you are going to Vice Chancellor's Office Complex, UPSA. They will drop you at the roadside where the office is, and then the ushers will lead you to the auditorium where the program will be coming on live. Don't forget, it is 30th to 1st of June 2025. Ministering that day is Minister Ben, one of the powerful ministers of God, and the other ministers will be around. I will be there myself, powerfully enjoying the ministration of the man servants of God, and also the praise and the worship. Join me and all other saints as we dive into these 3 days of glory with Prophet David Elijah, all the way from Nigeria, and also the pastor Jesus loved, Pastor or Apostle Philip K. Osei, the founder and the leader of the Greater House Chapel International. The location still is Vice Chancellor's Office Complex, adjacent Absa Hostel, Legon. That is UPSA, University of Professional Studies. The numbers you can reach out, and then for further information or to book your healing line or your impartation line, please remember it is free. Nobody is charging you for any money or anything. Just come and enjoy the power and the glory of God, the manifestation of God's power in your life. Are you facing any travel challenges? You want to travel, they are denying you your visa or whatever, or there is a challenge. Generally, is it sickness? Is it setbacks? Is it business? Is it a job? Whatever. Please, is it surgery? Greater House Chapel has been a place where major surgeries are cancelled. I tell you, I'm a witness of that. And when it comes to job, I'm a witness of that. Please come to the Greater House. Call these following numbers for further enquiries: 024 35 26 485, 024 35 26 485. The number again: 024 35 26 485 or 054. Sorry, you permit me. 054 97 10 434. 054 97 10 434. The number again: 054 9710 Just tell them that you heard the announcement on the Time Radio TV with Nana Bonsu. Or you can just tell them Minister George. Then you are my guest of invite. Just join me and you will be treated with presidential treatment. That is it. So come to Greater House on the 30th to 31st. Let me use this opportunity to say a very good morning to the founder and the leader of the Greater House Chapel, my very own Papa, Apostle Philip K. Osei. Good morning to you, sir, and good morning to all Greater House members and then all the core members. Thank you for always being behind and protecting, giving the encouragement and all that. Papa, I salute you and I salute the grace. Let me also use this to say a very good morning to Reverend George Chama of the Christian Assembly Church, Pantine Village, Victory Power Chapel, and the wife, Mrs. Margaret Chama. Good morning to you all. Mr. and Mrs. Grant Jisere, good morning to you all. And this morning, standing on this, we go straight with the motivation. And good morning to you, Apostle Ike, and also the CEO of Time Radio TV, Ambassador Samuel K. Osei.
See how the girls do the one man big booty girl know the name. Don't get me try got that chatter. Show you know they fear me. Be my body. Hello Monica, can you come over? We can chop love and dinner. I want you.
So that is it on the motivation today.
I don't mind that.
It goes: strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. That is the motivation for today. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Now, we all know that when it comes to business, it comes to the sustenance of oneself, when it comes to the things of life. Everyone with a vision, always talks about his or her next level. Discussion about people is not part of their lives. But the moment you find 2 or 3 people gathered and you are in their midst and they don't discuss ideas, but they tend to discuss events. Oh, have you seen the party yesterday, that it was so nice, it was so this, oh, the swimming was so... These are average minds. And average minds always talk about things that are not all that necessary. They don't look at things that are more vital, that will contribute to their minds, to their well-being and to their upgrade so much. They are concerned about partying, they are concerned about meeting friends, they are concerned about other things that are not all that relevant in life. These are average people. They are more concerned about their dressing. They are more concerned about how they look. They are more concerned about the next party, the next program, the next swimming pool party, the next beach they will go to, how things, the past experience they have, how it was. They discussed only about that. These are average people. And weak minds discussed people. People who have weak minds, they don't think about their development. They don't think about their tomorrow. They have actually no plan to build themselves on. They have no goal. They have no ideas, no agenda for life. All you see about these people is discussing others. They try to put people down and they talk about them. Have you seen the dressing of Amma yesterday? Have you seen how that young man is eating? Look at the face, look at the dressing, look at how he looks. They think or talk about all these things. The moment you find yourself in the company of those people, it is telling you that you are in the midst of very weak people. People who don't think about tomorrow. People who don't have any idea for what they want to achieve in life. But they discuss other people. They discuss other people's achievements. They discuss what people were able to make or achieve. Instead of thinking of themselves and what they will achieve, they don't normally do that. They normally talk about the mistakes of others. They normally talk about what Kofi did that wasn't good. They try to find fault. They put people on the table and discuss more about them. They talk more about them. They make other people part of their business. They don't look at themselves. Anytime you find yourself in the midst of these people, you must know that you are in the midst of weak-minded people. Because this is their character, this is their behavior, this is what distinguishes them from strong-minded people. So this morning, wherever you are listening to me from, or you are watching me from live on Facebook or TikTok or wherever, these are the sign of weak people. All their discussion is about others. All their discussion is about the mistake, the fault findings. And the average man or the average minded people, all their discussion is centered on events. The weak mind discussion is centered on people. The average minded people, their discussion is centered on events. And strong minded people think about ideas, plans for the future, what they can do to solve other people's situation, what they can do to upgrade themselves in life, to reach the next level so that there will be a solution to others. That is what they think about. That is what they focused on. They don't think about any other thing apart from achieving their dreams. So when you see strong-minded people, their attitude, their character, their way of talking, their mindset, everything is about ideas. They try to be innovative. They try to think out of the box to bring something new. So today I ask you, which of these categories have you found yourself? Are you a weak-minded person, or you are average-minded person, or you have found yourself in the category of strong-minded people who think about ideas? I challenge you this morning as a young entrepreneur, a business owner, or an upcoming youth, an artist, or whoever you identify yourself to be. I challenge you this morning to be a strong-minded person. Let your discussions be of ideas or about ideas, and not what is termed as average-minded people who think about events or discuss events, or weak-minded people who discuss people when they meet. Today, endeavor, stand strong to be among strong-minded people. Let that be our focus, our goal, and our achievements for the week and then for today. Let me use this opportunity to say a very good morning to Ghana and good morning to Africa and all my cherished listeners. Up next is the weather forecast. I will be back shortly. the time morning inspiration, strong minds discuss ideas, average mind discuss events, weak minds discuss people. May we find ourselves among those who discuss ideas, not even events or people, but straight to people who discusses ideas.
Time Radio.
I don't chop nothing, but for house I for try do something. No money days, no Charlie, I be hustling. Every day to the boy get something, yeah. But when I pray say me, I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake, oh. But that's how make them do like off.
Time Radio.
The small business where I get what.
So that is the motivation for today. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people.
I know they complain, no. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. But my junior, then we don't see me, I know they complain, no. See me, I know they complain, no.
So be among those who discuss ideas.
I know they promise tomorrow. My junior, then we don't I must confess, I go rise to the top. I'm on full speed, Charlie never bust up. Some small job way man still define. I go call back if my cause they decline, yeah. But when I pray and they pray, say me, I go make them then they go see my shake, you. They go see my shake, you. God there for me. Every time I walk here, they clean my steps. Never could they make the hate on me. I know they do, yeah, I know they really stress. It be only champagne, we go pump. I say believe me when I say I go make them then they go see my shake, you. They go see my shake. I know they complain, oh. I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. But my junior, then we all jacka, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow.
Time Radio.
I'm relaxing on you like say you be the pillow in my bed. Turn around, make you dance, follow me, give me better. I don't go mind if I there for your body in the morning to the bed. I'm relaxing on you like say you be the pillow in my bed. Oh baby girl, anytime you go there, tell me that. My baby, you then nobody get a competition. No matter me there, anytime make you send me your location. I've been looking for you anyway, in the night, maybe you're the love. Baby, you're the love. My baby, you then nobody get a competition. No matter me there, anytime make you send me your location. I've been looking for you anyway, in the night, maybe you're the love. Baby, you're the love. I am a tea, but I am a tea, I'm a kamakuma. And I'm a key, and I'm a key, but now I am a tea, and I am a tea, I'm a kamakuma. And I'm a key, and I'm a key, but now now you give me some melody. You give me melody, I put it in my song. I don't do nothing, so I'm a key. I'm not gonna lose it to anybody this time. Now you wanna be my charge. I can't believe me, I love you, and I put on my body, oh you like it. I wanna make you my charge, cause you give me that one piece. Anything that you're staring at me, and I'm sorry. Ain't my eyes on you, it's your mom and dad. I don't wanna book a sign on the bed. Tell me how about, don't you fear? Cause me, I give you a big yeah. Anyway, you call me a follow. From my grand, and I'm not full of when you like to call me a oh no. No, baby, you know I feel like feel my loco, how me loco, feel my loco, feel my loco, my secret, I don't need all. My baby, you don't know nobody got a competition. No, nobody did it, I make you send me your location. I've been looking for you anywhere in the night, baby, you're in love. Baby, you're in love. My baby, you don't know nobody got a competition. No, nobody did it, I make you send me your location. I've been looking for you anywhere in the night, baby, you're in love. Baby, you're in love.
So quickly on the weather forecast this morning. Generally, partly cloudy conditions are expected across most parts of the country this morning, with mist and fog likely to develop over coastal, forested and mountainous areas during the early hours. There is also a chance of rainfall in some coastal and inland region as the day progresses. The northern half of the country will experience mostly sunny weather, whilst southern Ghana will see a mix of sunshine and clouds. From late afternoon into the evening, thunderstorms or rain are expected in parts of the coastal, middle transition and the northern sector of the country, which is the early hours of today. So quickly, let's move from there to Aflao, Accra and Kaswa this morning, where they will be experiencing partly cloudy weather condition this morning, with a temperature ranging from 24 to 25 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, they will experience sunny weather condition with intervals. They will experience intervals of sunny weather condition. Temperature is 33 degrees Celsius. And in the evening, they will also experience partly cloudy weather condition. Temperature range from 26 to 27 degrees Celsius. Moving from there quickly to Cape Coast, Takoradi and Axim this morning. It is 30% assured that they will experience rain with thunderstorm or without thunderstorm. Temperature is 23 to 24 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon too, it is 30% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm in the afternoon hours of the day, and the temperature range from 31 to 32 degrees Celsius. In the evening, it is 40% assured that they will still experience rain with or without thunderstorm, and the temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving from there quickly to Ho, this morning, temperature 24 degrees Celsius. They will experience partly cloudy weather condition. In the afternoon, temperature with 33 degrees Celsius. It is 30% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm. And in the evening, the people of Ho and its enclaves, it is 40% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm, and the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Moving from there to Koforidua and Akimoda, 60% assured that the mist will be very high. Temperature is 24 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, it is 30% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm, and the temperature is 33 degrees Celsius cut across these areas. In the evening, it is 40% assured that they will still experience rain with or without thunderstorm, and the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius this morning. Quickly moving from there to Kumasi and Obuasi this morning. Partly cloudy weather condition. Temperature is 24 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. In the afternoon, they will experience intervals of sunny weather condition. Temperature is 34 degrees Celsius. In the evening, it is 40% assured that they will experience rain with thunderstorm. Temperature 25 to 26 degrees Celsius. Moving from there quickly to Takwa and Seshebekwa, 40% assured that the mist will be very high, and the temperature is 24 to 25 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, 30% assured that they will experience rain with thunderstorm or without thunderstorm. Temperature is 32 to 34 degrees Celsius, and in the evening it is 40% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm. Temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving from there quickly to Kitikrachi and Kitampo. This morning they will experience partly cloudy weather condition. Temperature is 24 to 26 degrees Celsius, and in the afternoon Kitikrachi and Kitampo, they will experience rain with thunderstorm with or without thunderstorm in the afternoon, and in the evening with a temperature of 27 to 27 degrees Celsius. They will experience mildly cloudy, mostly cloudy weather condition, and some areas will experience rain with or without thunderstorm. Moving from there quickly to Bonsu, Sunyani, and Techima. This morning 60% assured that the mist will be very high, and the temperature range from 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon they will have intervals of sunny weather condition. Temperature range from 33 to 34 degrees Celsius. In the evening mostly cloudy weather condition. Temperature ranging from 27 to 26 degrees Celsius, and parts will experience rain, which is 40% assured. Moving from there to Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Bolgatanga, Damango, Narelego, and Wa this morning. Temperature ranging from 24 to 25 degrees Celsius. They will experience mostly cloudy weather condition. Now, Tamale and Bole in the afternoon, 30% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm. Bole, Damango, Bolgatanga, Narelego, and Wa in the afternoon will experience sunny weather condition. Temperature range from 33 to 36 degrees Celsius. In the evening, most of these areas will experience, especially Yendi and Tamale, will experience 40% assurance that will experience rain with thunderstorm or without thunderstorm. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Bole and Damango in the evening will experience mostly cloudy weather condition. Temperature range from 27 degrees Celsius. Bolgatanga, Narelego, and Wa in the evening, it is 40% assured that they will experience rain with or without thunderstorm. That is how the weather condition is going to be for the 24 hours of today. So quickly we move from here to some of the trending stories for today. Don't forget we are streaming live on Facebook, so wherever you are watching me from, you can join us live on Facebook, Time TV _Time Radio. Then you are there watching us. Don't forget to share, like, and also leave your comments over there. At the right time I'll read all, and then appreciate you for commenting. Up next is some of the trending stories we will be bringing your way shortly. Don't go anywhere. I will be back.
Problem no be money. See how the girls do the one man. Some fake booty girl know they near me. Don't get rich, I got that cheddar. Show you know they fear me. Be my body. Hello Monica, can you come over? We can chop love and dinner. I want you here.
So quickly, let me bring you some of the trending stories. Let's go to Sakumo no Ramsar site demolition, where recalcitrant land guards chase us away. Or a call from police headquarters stopped officers from assisting task force claims. So let's quickly go and hear what the Accra regional minister said about this. let's try and see if we'll get the voice back and then hear what the Honorable Minister is saying.
Make them go through months, make them throw me box, me I go take it so. If make you no do go, you take anything where you want, I be talk and do money too long, you get back to. I know say you dey feel me, so no good, they mess up. Girl, you dey reason me one kind, any day pay me, any day pay me. Like I show you want to go away, be look, girl, if you ever fall my hand, that thing go change me. You say it go change me, if I go ever love you, no baby. Oh, if I ever hurt you, girl, I'm sorry. Oh, my baby, no go leave me for lose. I did. My Annabella's in only you they know me on. But I know say carry my money, make we go find it. Baby, waiting so cold. Touch my breaking point, oh. Make them throw me punch, baby, I go take it so cold. If them make them talk, oh. Make them talk rumors, oh. Make them throw me punch, baby, I go take it so cold. It's just a dream.
Time Radio.
Suspect. Makoma na you're a boss suspect. The hit him mama tell me boxes. Get it now with him, I go 35 doctors. Oh yeah, me you can be the offset. Sure they know I'm a me with the feeling of the zone. People who's a blue that is zone team. Second my club, boy, I'm busy, I can't do it.
So quickly on some of the trending story. Trump suspend new student visa appointment. Ghanaian applicants affected. You hear that seriously. Some few days back, we heard that Trump have laid embargo on Harvard University from recruiting or admitting foreign students. Today, as we speak, the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump has directed American embassies around the world to hold new appointments for student visa interviews as part of the effort to increase social media background checks for applicants. In a memo sent to U.S. embassies and consulates, Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that the pause will remain in effect until further guidance is issued. According to U.S. Media reports, the move affects those applying for student and foreign exchange visas and could significantly impact visa processing timelines. However, students who already have scheduled appointments will not be affected and may proceed with their interviews. The directive is likely to affect many Ghanaian students hoping to study in the United States, as they are required to attend a visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Accra before traveling. Each year, hundreds of Ghanaian students enroll in American universities contributing to a long-standing academic and cultural exchange between the two countries. You see, sometimes I try to talk about these things. We refuse to make our own better, and we want to enjoy other people's own. This is a wake-up call to Ghana, that we start working on our institutions. We start building our institutions to the international level, and then we stay in Ghana and do our further studies or whatever over here. And this is the time to hold leaders and people at various institutions accountable to their actions that is making and development going on, or underdevelopment going on in our tertiary institutions. I rest my case. I will come back to it on the main discussion when we have our guest on the show. Now, quickly to the camp of Dapia Mekpo, suspended Chief Justice acting as if presumed guilty. Mahama must avoid IMF return to secure legacy. IEA fellows. Government pushes for EU inspectors in Ghana to curb export losses. So that is it over there. Quickly moving from there, Dutch agribusiness delegations begin Ghana trade mission. Today it has started. Cedi will depreciate by December if local production is neglected. IEA warned. And I think every day there is a call up to the president and to the other stakeholders that we should do everything possible to stabilize and sustain the cedi appreciation. Now, studies is revealing clear that if local productions are not taken into consideration and they are being neglected as we are seeing now, then we should be experiencing cedi depreciation by December. That is to some viewing of how things are going. But we have our guest, and then we will try to get details of this if what they are saying is really in line with what the president too is saying, and the economic management team led by Dr. Kisiel Ato forcing the finance minister right now. Wontumi falls ill during Iyoko probe, rushed to hospital. Yesterday I read this story and I was like, it's a joke. This is a pure joke in Ghana. And I don't expect to see this under this administration. If Wontumi is sick, go for him, bring him to the Iyoko office and interrogate him. No mercy for the cripple. For me, if I were to be IGP or any of these investigators, I will not give a briefing space to Wontumi, not even on the hospital bed. I will not. Because this is the man who have boldly come out to challenge that NDC is afraid of him. Who came out boldly to say that he dares anyone that will challenge him or take him on. They have no ground. And I notice also that when it comes to certain things in Ghana here, let us look at this SkyTrain scandal. The moment they got hold of this man, he said he's sick. He has been on admission. Is it only in Ghana? Bring Wontumi back. Wontumi is not sick. He should prove medical reports and everything that he is sick. Bring Wontumi back. Sick where? And sometimes I wonder. Wontumi is sick now. The almighty Wontumi is sick now. Now you're Tomeo. What's a Wontumi? I want Tomeo. I said it that when you get into the grips of the law, that is where you know that your power ends at a point where someone's own begins. Your right ends at a place where someone's own begins. You don't have all the rights. There is a limit to it. And the acts that we have in our constitution can actually curtail your right. And I'm still advocating that Akunta mining should be thoroughly investigated with broad daylight evidences that have been brought up. It should be thoroughly investigated. The managing directors and all people involved in Akunta mining should be in police custody by now. Not only one to me alone. I remember those days when I watched his television. He will come up bodily. Where you sika koko, where you sika. Then you begin to speak in Arabic, in Greek or whatever, Hebrew or whatever. He said, let me pray in Hebrew. Rafiska, those Rafiska should save you now. One to me should be brought back. One to me is not sick. It is only in Ghana when we are probing people, holding them accountable to what they have done, then they pretend to be sick. I said one to me is not sick. If one to me is sick, they should direct us to the hospital while he's being hospitalized. Because this morning in the news, the family people went to 37 to request that they want to see him, and they claim he is not there. He is not there because that was where we heard that he was rushed to. So which hospital is one to me? We shouldn't joke with this. We shouldn't joke at all with this. We shouldn't joke at all with this. Falling ill. Iradi Yesu. One to me, falling ill. Now, one to me, falling ill. Rush to the hospital. Look, when we are playing this delay tactics, others will capitalize on this and be doing their own things. I think when we bring this big fish to book, other people into illegal mining will learn. So many times the media coalition and other people are calling on the previous administration to bring one to me to book, to investigate. Every place was quiet. Yesterday, I heard that party sympathizers and other people went to a Yoko office to go. The police should have grabbed all these people and put them in, just like under the last administration when Mr. Vomao and all other people, Democracy Hub and all that, were being arrested and put to police custody for so many days. If they can do it under the previous administration, this administration shouldn't keep quiet. Wrongdoers shouldn't go scot-free. Going to a Yoko office to do what? Demonstration. I heard Nana B saying that they are coming, they are not done yet. They have not elected President Mahama to go after Wuntumi or whatever. With Nana B's turn is to come very soon. Because we have read your stories and all that you have been saying. I pray that after Wuntumi you'll be the next. I pray. Because the investigation oral should quickly come up with things that will get these people to that kiri place. The monkey house. I read the story that Wuntumi was sick. I said, wow, now Wuntumi can be sick. Hey, it is so serious. It is so serious. Falling ill while being interrogated by the Economic and Organized Crime Office in Accra. The development was confirmed by his lawyer and former member of parliament for Asante Akim North, Andy Apiakubi, who disclosed the information to journalists last Tuesday evening. We will still check. Wuntumi is not sick. Wuntumi cannot be sick this time. Wontumi can never be sick this time. No. Not when proper investigations are going on. It can't be he can't be sick. He has to come up to answer to certain questions that we are expecting him to answer to. Moving quickly from the camp of Wontumi, let me do other stories and then move from there. Just as we heard, the Ramsar site at Sakumono, the demolition going on, according to the regional minister, the police headquarters have been called and they refuse to assist task force people to get the people out and make sure that they work that place very well. Those land guards or whatever they call themselves, I don't think this is your time. We should try and do something about this land guards something. They are not above the law and they are not above anybody. They can't hinder anybody when we know that flood is destroying things. Flood is killing people. And the only way is to demolish buildings that are at waterlogs, blocking the water from freely flowing. We should get these things out of the road so that we will end this flood issue. Land guards will be on the way doing what? Is land guard above the law? And we heard that some places that this thing went on, people are returning back. I think this is a high time that the minister and all other people find their way back to make sure that they deal with this land guard things once and for all. We can't stand them and we can't tolerate them. We can't stand them and we can't tolerate them. Enough is enough.
If them hold you down, make you need them too. And if them show you love, make you show them too. Sapa do you shake it, try make you show up too. No grief for anybody and no grief for you. If them lift you up, make you lift them too. If them show you road, make you show them too. Life until you want kind, try make you rise up too. No grief for anybody and no grief for you. You just can't see one life, you don't get down to. No grief for anybody with no grief for you. You just can't see one life, you don't get down to. No grief for anybody with no grief for you. But give me lemon and make money. You give me room to mushata wali. And if I fall, I could stand up and try them again and again and again and again. You know, if you use me or they get to spoil my blues. Yeah. Now why are they also from night to noon? Now my hustle they turn me on, cause they don't send me before. Right now every time I sing my song, everybody go sing along. Say no to bad energy. I know they let anything stress me. I don't agree for anybody, they don't agree for me. If they lift you up, make you lift them too. If them show you love, make you show them too. Life until you want kind, try make you rise up too. Don't grieve for anybody, we don't grieve for you.
So that is it over there. Wontumi hit with Exim bank suit amid Iyoko CID investigation. So another issue coming up, confronting Wontumi again. The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), Bernard Entry Besiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, has been served a writ of summon by Exim Bank, adding to his ongoing legal challenges following an intense interrogation by the Economic and Organized Crime Office (EOCO) on Tuesday, May 27, 2025. The development was confirmed by Wuntumi's lawyer Andy Epiakobi in an interview on Tuesday night. According to Epiakobi, the writ from Exim Bank was received on afternoon of May 27, whilst Wuntumi was undergoing questioning at EOCO. Ebuboba.
We live in Lado, we don't watch nobody. Me and me baby, I'm in I don't see nobody. Yes, we are heaven. One is so heaven. Fish moya what you no make me marry you must know. Bye to the things we don't demand. After all, we don't know what's the answer. To the things where we want to go, I know the way to go. All the things we the chase, so sweet and even. So now we don't live in the moment, even the moment. So now we don't live in.
Majority to probe COVID-19 funds PDS scandal and Ejapa Mahama Ayarika. So that is from the camp of Parliament that there will be a probing into all this. We expect that to happen quickly and report given.
Many man promise, no miss calls. Why? Cause man no call. It will be alright, sir.
I'm happy and I know. I'm happy, I know. I'm happy, I know. I'm happy and I know. I'm happy, I know. I'm happy, I know. Oh, hey. Tell me what you really want when I come for you. When I come for you, Gucci, okay, I go buy for you.
So that is it. I'll bring you some of the sports segments right now. So don't go anywhere. Just stay with me. Phil, I bring some of these.
If I ever hurt you, girl, I'm sorry. Oh, my
Time Radio.
Don't leave me for lose, I did. My Annabella's in now, only you they know me. But I know say carry my money, make we go fighting. Baby, waiting so cold. Touch my wicked point, oh. Make them throw me punch, say me I go take it so cold. If them make them talk, oh. Make them talk rumors, oh. Make them throw me punch, say me I go take it so cold. Baby, make you no do that, oh. You take anything where you want, I be talk and do. Money too long, you get back to. I know say you dey feel me, so no good dey mess up. Girl, you dey reason me one time, any day pay me, any day pay me. Now cash where you want to go, baby. Look, girl, if you ever fall my hand, that thing go change me. You say it go change me. If I go ever love you, now baby. Oh, if I ever hurt you, girl, I'm sorry.
So quickly from there, let's go to some of the sports. Unity Cup. We will do everything to beat Nigeria. Ghana coach Otu Ado vows. This, as we know, the game between Nigeria and Ghana will be coming on soon. The Black Star coach Otu Ado has assured that they will do everything possible to beat Nigeria. Ghana will renew their rivalry with their West African neighbors in the 2025 Unity Cup game at the G-Tech Community Stadium on Wednesday night, which is today. Despite leaving out key players for the Four Nation tournament, Ado, speaking to the press that was yesterday, said they are seeking revenge from their last game and also to claim the bragging right for the supporters, knowing very well the kind of rivalry that exists between the two nations. So it is taking place. The winner will face either Jamaica or Trinidad and Tobago in the final on Saturday, May 31st. So that is how it's going to be. Quickly moving from there. Raymond Asante put up man of the match display for Charleroi in Belgian League playoff. That one is also there. CAF and Morocco unveil 6 stadium for 2025 Women African Cup of the Nation. Some mega buildings over there. And Unity Cup, watch, okay, Black Star first training section ahead of Nigeria clash. It is also there. And at the Unity Cup, Ghana Black Star hold final training section ahead of Nigeria encounter on today. So who do you think is going to win? What is your prediction? The match between Nigeria and Ghana. Just join me on Facebook, Time TV _radio, and tell me your score. What is your prediction? You tell me at the comment section there. At the right time, I will do the reading, or you can just send it to me on TikTok. What is your prediction? The match between Nigeria and Ghana. How do you think it's going to be? Do you think Ghana is going to win, or Nigeria will win over Ghana? What is your prediction? Let me know, and then I will read that. Lamine Yamal signed new Barcelona deal until 2031. So until 2031, Lamine Yamal is still working with Barcelona. That is it over there quickly. Barcelona wonder kid Lamine Yamal has signed a new long-term contract with the club, committing his future to the Catalan giant until June 2031. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romado reports that the deal was finalized on Tuesday, which was yesterday, after their negotiation involving Yamal's agent George Mendes. The agreement represents another major win for Barca sporting director Deco and club president Joan Laporta, who were determined to secure the teenager's future amid rising global interest. Yamal, who turned 18 in July, is already regarded as one of the most exciting young talents in world football. Despite his age, he has quickly established himself as a vital part of Barcelona's first team, contributing 19 goals and 25 assists across all competitions this season. His performance has been instrumental in Barcelona's successful campaign, which included a La Liga title, Spanish Cup, Spanish Super Cup, and a run to the UEFA Champions League semi-final. So that is it over there. Congratulations to the young man who is just making Barcelona proud once again. I think Barca will be back on their feet so quickly. Now let's move and do the last two, and then I am out from the sports area. This chapter is over. Cristiano Ronaldo hints at possible AI Nizar exit. John Pistol analyzed Alhaji Sly Tete with emotional tribute after league triumph. So that one is also there. That is for the sports segment this morning, the 28th of May 2025. Up next is the newspaper review. Don't go anywhere. I will be back shortly.
So lost, them other girls are lost, cause you switch me past the love. Show me your true color, pass my up color. Them other girls are lost, cause you switch me past the love. So my yellow, your body check. You don't make me mess, I lose my sense. My yellow, your body check.
Time Radio.
Wanna give you hello. Alright, my girl. Alright, my. Alright, my. Wanna give you hello. You don't make me I'm from Accra to Botswana. Them other girls jealous, cause you sweet me past the love. So my yellow pepe, your body check. You don't make me cool. I lose my sense. My yellow pepe, your body check. You don't make me cool.
Easy. Listen, feel. Yourself.
I don't chop nothing, but for house I for try do something. No one in there slow Charlie, I be hustling. Every day to the boy get something, yeah. But when I pray say me, I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake, oh. Yeah. But that's how make them do right off. Mommy no chop, papi no chop. The small business where I get for the streets, so they make them move. I say everything flop Charlie. I say believe me when I say I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake. See me, I know they complain, oh. I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go,
Time radio.
I know they promise tomorrow, but my junior then we don't chaka, see me, I know they complain, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow, my junior then we don't chaka, my junior then we don't chaka. I must come first, I go rise to the top. I'm on full speed, I'll never gonna stop. Some small job way man still define. I go call back if my cause they decline, yeah. But when I pray and they pray, say me, I go make them, then they go see my shake, you. They go see my shake, you. Jade for me. Every time I walk, they clean my steps. Never could they make the hater hate on me. I know they do, yeah, I know they really stress. It be only champagne, we go pop. I say believe me when I say I go make them, then they go see my shake, you. They go see my shake. See me, I know they complain, oh. I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. But my junior then we all japa, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. If I don't get
Time radio.
If I don't get a go, I know they.
So quickly we go on with the newspaper review this morning, and starting with the Chronicles this morning. The Chronicles: cocoa smuggling business boom on Volta Lake. NIB custom collaboration leads to arrest of offenders. JM Loud's pioneering role of Margins ID Group in Ghana's digital space. That is it. That one too is there. You can get to read in the Chronicles. 3 for Life Restoration Reforestation Initiative 2025. Quickly, we move from there to the Daily Graphic this morning. 2 years after EVAT, GRA slow to sign on businesses, low compliances amid revenue leakages. That is also there by the Commissioner General GRA something who make this revelation. Graphic and Economic Ghana Economic Forum today. You can get that to read on the page 13 of the graphic, the Daily Graphic. Ministry launches new SHS selection guidelines. That is also on the page 13 of the Daily Graphic this morning. Mahama praises Margin ID Group. Congratulations to them for the good work they have started. Moving from there to the Daily Guide. My removal probe, a mockery of justice. My removal probe, a mockery of justice. Tokono. Ghana we day. Everybody with their opinion. Mahama endorses Margin Group. That is the Iyoko arrest wound to me. Not just arrest. There should be probing, thorough probing, and if necessary, other things should follow. That will serve as a deterrent to others. 26 suspects grabbed in Aflao drug bust. And I think these drug things, we shouldn't let them go. You see, most of the times we get these people, and at the final result, we don't know what, how they deal with them. And most of this, the end result is not published. So people don't think it's serious that drug is not good. And we are all standing to fight against illicit drugs in the country. But most of the times when we get these people, let us do more vigorous and authentic, deeper investigation that will lead to the people behind them. Sometimes these victims are just in there to just make one or two business to earn something to eat. Still, the unemployment rate in the country is very high. And we are not making much headway. So when we get them, yes, we have caught them, but there is someone behind. There is a big man behind that is saying that do this, I will pay you this amount. And because he also need money, he will go and do it to get the amount. So let's work these things out and get these people arrested. The big men, I mean the big men, the big fish are behind these people. Let's get them rather, and we'll be able to deal with this drug or illicit drugs in the system. Apart from that, we are only harming ourselves. We are only disturbing ourselves. Nothing else will take place. You just tune in your live on Time Radio, and the Timeline Morning coming your way live from our studios here in the Greater Accra. Is the newspaper review coming your way. I will be back shortly.
No conduct, don't migrate. I'm the rest your case. Play the show. You know, please stop my pace. Oh, yeah, in my head. I pray. See the life I daily migrate. I know come here to complain. I don't the follow. You don't take.
Baby, you did when I did for lady, monkey sule. And then you can ask only, over sule, moya kibe. Amy, when I made a Sunday, they didn't before America, that's what my leg. Never tell me say, all that they want, they wanna get me ready, I'm my leg. Oh, they my leg, she better live, cause I get tackle like Ngolo Kante. I know if you can't tell, go see Banko. I don't know what they give me.
Welcome back. Let's go on with the newspaper review this morning. No ECG containers missing. Minority said no ECG containers missing. This is serious. So where from the shout then from your side, claiming and holding the energy minister responsible. Let me leave this serious people crying. Let's move on with the custodian. Fearless, fair, and reliable. Man's inhumanity to woman. Tokono labels Paramount Committee mockery of justice. Dr. China rejects a Japan's proposal for MPP flag bearer election. KGL boss Alex Daddy grab excellence award again. Congratulations to you, sir. For it seems 3 or some consecutive time you are grabbing this award. That is for your good work. Ablekumanov assembly member in court to stop sham MCE. Africa need energy college to link academia to industry. Ben Ashanti. You can get all these stories to read in the Custodian this morning. Quickly moving from there to the Ghanaian publisher. The Ghanaian publisher. President Mahama and it's all in the newspaper. KGL all in the newspaper. Use technology to enforce tax laws. Experts advise government. That is on the page 3 of the Ghanaian publisher. Washington embassy closure. Minorities slam Ablakwa's infantile decision. That is on the page 8 of the Ghanaian publisher. Dr. Asante pushes for African Energy College. Can get that story to read also at the page 7 of the Ghanaian publisher this morning. Quickly moving to the next paper, the News Center. Detail-driven news. SHS selection ends June 6 before writing 2025 BEC. So by June 6, the school selection for our basic education certificate examination. Before then, which is JHS exam, the selection of senior high school ends June 6. So if you are a student or a ward, a parent, you have not helped your ward to select schools that you want him to go, please do that quickly before 6 June. Before 6 June, because by 6 June, there will be a close or an end to the SHS selection. MTN CEO rally private sector to lead economic reset. Mahama praises Margin ID Group for pioneering role in Ghana card execution. That is also on the story of the back of the news center. Minority demands answer over ECG container saga. What answer do you need? You said there is no missing container. So what answer are you still demanding for? Until you are ready to tell us the reason why you make those noise. Iyoko arrests Wontumi after CID interrogation. That is on the page 3 of the news center if you want to know more details on that. The new publisher. Hide nothing, fear nothing. That is my policy. Hide nothing, fear nothing. Missing ECG container story was a big lie. Minority chase energy minister. You see, government add private schools to free SHS. A good news over there. This is so serious. It's a very good news. There will be no red and gold, green and blah 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 things again when the private schools are being added to free SHS. I think campuses and other things will be used. Wontumi arrested again. NDC has put Ghana on autopilot. APJ. Okay, that is your opinion, madam. Thank you. KGL boss named CEO of the year 2024. Akomia takes on STC boss over fruitless propaganda. Let's not become rubber stamps. Minority caution Parliament against failing the masses. And that is from Patricia Epieje, Deputy Minority Leader in Parliament. MPP's late chairman Kutin goes home Saturday. So Saturday, Kutin goes home to the ancestors to meet the Supreme Grand Master and all others at the Grand Assembly. Edu Buahin has not requested plea bargain. The new crusading guide this morning. World Vision Ghana rallies support for sufficient food and nutrition for children. That is on the page 10 of the crusading guide. Want to me languish in Iyoko Kula. I love this English. KGL Alex Apau Dade honored again at 9th Ghana CEO Summit. Testament to purpose-driven innovation, ethical leadership, and impactful stewardship. Okay, retraction and apology, restoring peace, law, and tradition in Owen or Arwin. If you want to read that story, please, you get the News Crusading Guide and you get all that over there. Albert Jumfo in motion for second term bid as GJA Press file nomination. We don't charge fee for scholarship application, get fund. We don't charge fees for scholarship application, get fund. Okay, that is a good news over there. GRA acting CEO Obin Kenzo honored at 2025 CEO Summit. And taking a shot from the Daily Searchlight this morning. GJA President Albert Kwabena Jumfo files nomination to seek re-election. That is on the page 9. Veteran journalist Nana Kwesi Jan Apenteng passes away at 74. And that is on the page 9 of the Daily Searchlight. Mr. Apenteng was one of the finest journalists. May he rest in the bosom of the Supreme Master above, and may he be greatly received at the Grand Assembly. Ghana Health Service confirmed a rise in mpox case to 19. So now the monkeypox rise is up to 19. That is on the page 9 of the Daily Searchlight. Please let us take a precaution. Let us be very careful. This sickness is so much devastating, and just a contact with the person, you are also getting it, and other ways and means you are also getting it. Let us be very, very careful. Squadron leader Sharon Nwensote Simon of Ghana named United Nations 2024 Military General Advocate. Okay, that is on the page 9. You can get that to read. Reckless Ablakwa backtractions on Ghana's embassy in Washington, D.C. closure. So when a fictitious action is going on, there shouldn't be any closure. Where the IT personnel has confirmed of diverting that amount of money and other things to a private account. The minority is telling us that we shouldn't do anything about this, and there shouldn't be any close down. There shouldn't be any investigation going on concerning this. Future and Kwabena Ntiamwa fingered in Aduajeri clashes. That is on the page 2 of the Daily Searchlight this morning. A bite from the Ghanaian Times. We are ready to crop. Support us with inputs to increase productivity. PFAC to government. That is on the page 12 of the Ghanaian Times. City performance shrink Ghana's debt by 150 billion Ghana cedis. President Mahama. So today Ghana's debt has been shrink to 150 billion Ghana cedis. Okay, so that is it. You can get all the studies to read in the Ghanaian Times. To crown it all, or to settle it all this morning with the last newspaper, which is the Daily Post. Time for Ghana to adopt bold energy strategies. Energy Minister AG, which is Attorney General, opposes suspended CJ's bid to halt ongoing removal proceedings. Wontumi takes cover in a hospital after arrest and interrogation by Iyoko, which must not be accepted or tolerated or taken. I am advocating Wontumi to face the full rigor of the law. Operation No Mercy for the Cripple. TF alleges irresponsible mining by GNASSM secretary. So that is it over there. I think the whole newspaper Wontumi is taking the front pages and the front lines of every news. We are expecting to get more of these, and then we'll also do our best, go through and bring you other details in our latest bulletin that will be coming your way shortly. Up next is Today in History and Exchange Rate. I will be back shortly.
I don't chop nothing, but for house I for try do something. No money days, no Charlie, I be hustling. Every day to the boy get something, yeah. But when I pray say me, I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake, oh. Yeah. But as I wake them do right off, mommy no chop, and mommy no chop. The small business where I get for the streets.
Time radio.
I say everything flop, Charlie. I say believe me when I say I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake. See me, I know they complain, oh. I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. But my junior, they we don't chaka, see me, I know they complain, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. My junior, they we don't chaka, I must confess, I go rise to the top. I'm on full speed, I never gonna stop. Some small job way man still define. I go call back if my calls they decline, yeah. But when I pray, say me, I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake, oh. God there for me. Every time I walk, they clean my steps. Never could they make the hate on me. I know they do, yeah, I know they really stress. It be only champagne, we go pop. I say believe me when I say I go make them then they go see my shake, oh. They go see my shake. See me, I know they complain, oh. I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. But my junior, then we don't chaka, oh.
Time radio.
See me, I know they complain, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't.
So So quickly, let's start with the today in history. 28th of May 1961. 28th of May 1961, Amnesty International is founded. 28th of May 1961. 28th of May 1961, Amnesty International is founded. The publication of Peter Benenson's article, The Forgotten Prisoners, is commonly considered the organization's birth hour. Amnesty International is one of the world's most influential human rights organizations. So the amnesty is aimed for to grant people who have long been forgotten in prison their advocacy to be released, and other work or related work to them. So today is the birthday or the founded day of Amnesty International. The year that Amnesty was founded is 28th of May 1961. Now, moving from there, 28th of May 1998, Pakistan donates 5 atom bombs. The nuclear test came as a response to India's test just days earlier, fearing a devastating conflict between the two nuclear powers. A number of countries, including the US and Japan, imposed economic sanctions. So today was exactly the time they donate that 5 atomic bomb. 1936, 28th of May, Alan Turing submits an computable numbers for publication. In this landmark paper, the British computer pioneer described the Turing machine and defined the inherent limit of computation. So today marks exactly the day that Alan Turing submits on computable numbers for publication. That is for today in history. Up next is the exchange rate. I will be back shortly.
Time Radio.
Now it's graduation. We enter the new year with preparation. Kwame, I wasn't getting played on air. Now I'm radio active like radiation. So basically, I'm spiritually inclined and I don't relate to evil body. Me and God had a DNA test. Results came on the sun. Biologically, we enter this entata, in this entata, this entata. This is my parliament. Just be kaka. So I drop one band with the rockstar star. Oh, too far from tree. We are chilling with Adam and Eve. Wait, we are over that sea. No R. Kelly, we don't want to be too fly, too fly. Terminal 3, we are passporting. Step with us or you escorting. We update you and your escorting. We dare to form. We fall from heaven like manana now. Only who we go sanana. Don't like cook no fun, chale ya badada. no get it. Give me that for the more. Anytime you walk, how you make me to see my bro. I'm a job, I don't go fish. Cause I don't drop it down. I can see you go, man.
No gon' they do my grace. I'm the rest okay. We stay in the show. You don't fit stop my pace. All your day my head. I pray. See the life I live, you I pray. I know come here to come play. I don't the ball, you don't take.
So quickly on the exchange rate today, the cedi sell at 10 Ghana cedis 40 pesos to $1. Now moving from there, today according to the Bank of Ghana, the cedi is trading at buying price of 10 Ghana cedis 39 pesos and selling price of 10 Ghana cedis 40 pesos. Moving from there, the Great British Pound is selling at 14 Ghana cedis 9 pesos and 14 Ghana cedis 11 pesos. Whilst the euro is trading at a buying price of 11 Ghana cedis 82 pesos and selling price of 11 Ghana cedis 83 pesos. Now when it comes to the retail market or the forex bureau, major bureaus in the country Ghana here, the cedi is trading at 11 Ghana cedis 60 pesos, whilst the pound sterling is trading at 15 Ghana cedis 80 pesos and euro is trading at 13 Ghana cedis 30 pesos. All at the retail market this morning. So this is how the exchange rate is for today, the 28th of May 2025. So when you go to the central bank, the trading is 10 Ghana cedis with a pesos on it. But when it comes to the retail market, which is the forex bureaus, the exchange rate for the cedi to a dollar is 11 Ghana cedis 60 pesos. So quickly moving from there, let's check for the CFA this morning. The CFA this morning to Ghana cedis. So the CFA is going for 17 Ghana cedis 90 pesos to a Ghana cedis. That is to the Ghana cedis, a CFA which is 1,000 CFA. Mille franc 1,000 CFA or 1,000 CFA is going for 17 Ghana cedis 90 pesos. Now quickly moving from there, let's go to the Nigeria Naira this morning. Naira, which is 1,000 Naira, is going for 6 Ghana cedis 53 pesos. 6 Ghana cedis 53 pesos to 1,000 Naira. 1,000 Naira is going for 6.53, which is 6 Ghana cedis 53 pesos. Today, the 28th of May 2025. So that is the exchange rate for today. Quickly moving from there to some of the celebrity stories. I will be back as we proceed with that.
Time Radio.
So I know go stress, so but the things I know be change. Bye bye to the things we don't demand. After all, we don't always get the answer to the things where we want to. I know they win, all the things we the chase, so 6 feet at the end. So now we live in the moment, live in the moment, we live in the moment, live in the moment. Now we live in the moment.
So taking it from here, jail people who insult personalities online. That is Kweku Menu to Mahama. the President of the Republic. He claims that people who insult personalities, degrading them on social media, trying to expose their private matters on social media and other things, should be jailed. I don't know if you see reason with him. Join and then share your comment on Facebook, Time TV _radio. Famia's YouTube channel restored after hack ahead of album released. Miss G hosts a convergence of mothers to bridge generational gap in motherhood, where you see Mami Dokono and all others over there. Quickly, let's get this story from Shatta Movement or Shatta Wale. If it weren't for me, the crime rate in Ghana would be giddy giddy. That is from Shatta Wale. Hey, self-proclaimed dancehall king Shatta Wale has claimed that he played a significant role in reducing crime and promoting peace in Ghana. That is what he said on his Facebook page. He made that claims over there. Kojo Q on detailing back-to-back traumatic experience in upcoming works, Therapeutic Travels. I charge about 5,000 Ghana cedis for a promotional reel, Felicia Osei. Arrest, prosecute Isaac Adongo for spreading false news about the dollar. That is coca. Sometimes you don't always have to win, Miss G. Samini has every right to enjoy government incentives. Kwame Daji on GTA partnership. That is it over there. Get yourself a new wife and stop pursuing me. I'd rather tell ex-husband. Wow. Agrada's issue is becoming on social media. But anyway, he has a right to say whatever you want to say. I don't read comments anymore, Jackie, on dealing with social media criticisms. So these are some of the stories for the celebrity news or interview today. Up next is analysis of current events. Don't forget, we are trying everything possible to get Honorable on the line so that we continue, we kickstart with the conversation.
Time Radio.
Modernization, she gave me one impression, street orientation. Modernization, for one impression. Cover face like Nigeria. Get me like how we know they come. TikTok boss them tap. Pass all the shit and bamba. Oh my idiot and baba. Feeling good banana. Music gives me permission to enter the street. Anyway, anyhow, you know say you go feel me. Music gives me permission to enter the street. Yeah. Anyway, anyhow, you know say you go feel me.
Time Radio. Time Radio.
Shit, my share me who do more do
Time Radio.
I'm a my dream book. Hey, Connoisseur, just say so. Fire.
Time Radio.
Suspect. I come alive, you're my boss, suspect. They hit him, I'm at the boxes. Tell them now, team, I go 35 doctors. Oh, yeah, you can be the offset. Sure, they know I'm with the feeling of the zone. People who's a group that is one team. Second, I'm proud boy, I'm the second. We're going to be loud in the cold. Let me say, as I want you.
Time Radio.
Them say hustle low, hustle for the paper. Small boy they hustle, then somebody working it out. Now you feel the baby, so how we gon' make up? Who need my heart? Man tell me no. Hey, brother, and can't hear who? Cause you will be your heart, will be your heart, hey, brother, and can't hear who? Cause you will be your heart, will be your heart. No baby be answer, no baby be answer, no baby be answer, answer, answer. No baby be answer, no baby be answer, no baby be answer, Shake like them say, you know, this is somebody come and someone so inside. One yet, Tina, I'm not for the new. I'm by back in the enemy. But I mean, I better give it up fire, give it up fire. Beru, Tina, for the new. I'm by back in the enemy. But I mean, I better give it up fire, give it up fire. Beru, no baby be answer, no baby be answer, no baby be answer, answer, answer. No baby be answer. Be honest, no way to be honest, I know do you wrong. You tell me why you did treat me bad, why you did treat me bad. I'm not perfect, but I try my best. Only God knows I'm not paid. And my enemies to share. Oh my God, the more people they hate on me, I'm surrounded around me. Oh my God, God. The more people they hate on me, I'm surrounded around me. They rob me, and can't hear who. Cause I'm a big
jealous, cause you sweet me past the looks. Show me your true color, pass my own color. Them other girls jealous, cause you sweet me past the looks. Oh, my yellow, your body, you don't make me mess, I lose my sense.
So, as I said, Honorable is on the line. Let's quickly go and welcome him. Honorable, if you can hear me.
The number you dialed is currently not.
Time Radio.
Show me your true color, what's my own color? And them other girls they lost, cause you sweet me past the love. So my yellow, your body, you don't make me mess, I lose my sense. My yellow, your body, you don't make me mess,
Time Radio.
So we are doing everything possible to connect Honorable back on the line. Today, unfortunately, if MTN line disturb me, I will sue the whole MTN company.
For house, if I try to do something, no one days, no Charlie, I be hustling. Every day, to the boy get something me. But when I pray, say me, I go make them dead. They go see my shake, you. They go see my shake, you. But that's how we them do right off. Money no chop, and Bobby no chop. The small business where I get for the streets, so they make them know. I say everything flop, Charlie. I say believe me when I say I go make them dead. They go see my shake, you. They go see my shake. See me, I know they complain, no. I know they complain, no. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. But my junior, then we don't see me, I know they complain, no. See me, I know they complain, no. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. My junior, then we don't I must confess, I go rise to the top. I'm on full speech, I never gonna stop. Some small job way man still define. I go call back if my calls they decline, yeah. But when I pray and they pray, say me, I go make them then they go see my shake, you. They go see my shake, you. God there for me. Every time I walk, they clean my steps. Never go they make the hate hate on me. I know they do, yeah, I know they really stress. It be only champagne, we go pop. I say believe me when I say I go make them then they go see my shake, you. They go see my shake. Say me, I know they complain, oh. I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. That's my junior, then we all chaka. See me, I know they complain, oh. See me, I know they complain, oh. If I don't get a go, if I don't get a go, I know they promise tomorrow. My junior, then we all for your body, and I want it to the back. I'm relaxing on you like say you be the middle in my bed. Turn around, make you dance, follow me, give me back. I don't go mind if I did for your body in the morning.
Okay, Honorable is back. Honorable, please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning and welcome to Time Radio TV.
Oh, and my greetings to your listeners and viewers.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Today is 28th. What is going on at your end?
Right. My end here is quite good. As I said, my area here, we are preparing to replace the assemblyman. So there is some vigorous campaigning going on. You know, my assemblyman was chosen as the MCE. So currently, I think they have to have a by-election to replace the assemblyman, and it's going on smoothly. That one is quite well. Then, as I said, now the trainers' forms are out for those who will pick up this apprenticeship you know, the apprentices, they have filled their forms already to fill to be trained. Now the trainers' forms are also out. So these are for people who have their jobs and are willing to train. So if you are a master mason, a master carpenter, a master welder or whatever, and you would like people to come under you to train, then this is the opportunity for you to pick the form you fill, and then you are given the opportunity by the government to do that. So quite Asama is good. Only the weather is a bit cloudy. And I know, yes, it will be well.
Okay, and what of electricians?
Yeah, electricians, yes, they are all part of it. We all the artisans, being it the electricians, yes, the carpenters, the masons, the fabricators, the metalworks, all are part of it. Basketry, weaving, carving, agriculture, all of these. There are a lot of them.
Now, my challenge is when we talk of the electricians, then we should be talking of contract award and all that. Is there any provision for that for electricians? Because if I'm training someone, at least I should have a place I'll be taking them to work, and then also be supporting them before the training.
You mean contract in terms of public contract or you mean private? But I know, government will definitely engage this. That is why they want to take their data to be able to engage them. Because at the end of the day, if you are a master electrician, the government gives you contract. That is where you can also use to facilitate your training of the young ones. So surely they are going to have that opportunity of having some contract from the government so that they can use that opportunity to facilitate their training.
Let me use this ground to advocate for two of my children who are young youths. They have certification from ECG just recently.
Okay.
So I will ask them to join the registration.
Okay. So you can you find out from them whether they've gotten the forms yet or they've done the registration?
Sure.
Yes. After that, they will attach the picture of their shops and their own photograph, their Ghana card. Then they will submit a hard copy to the National Youth Employment Authority near their area or the district or the regional level, and then they will do another submission online. Yeah.
But Honorable, let's come to this. Yesterday, I tried the YEA platform to be sure if it is working. I tried for the models, they said closed. I tried for youth travel abroad, they said closed. Is it that the models are finished or the page is not working? Or that time they decided to work it?
I get it. You see, they roll it out in modules, and usually in Africa here we all like to go one-sided. Maybe we just hear there's something like outside, everybody would like to go there. So in fact, it's been made so that it will accommodate a certain number of people. Yes, so I think if the place is closed, then for the meantime, the first rollout has reached its limits. There will be a second rollout. That is the first rollout. So if it is closed, it means the maximum number of expected people have been reached. If not, Nana, the nearest later we hear there's a model that will train people for outside country. Everybody will like that. And at the end of the day, it's going to be one-sided.
Yeah.
Then you will see that the purpose of that particular models have been defeated. So government has made it in such a way that I think it is in modules and it has limits. So if you get about 10,000 for a module, I think it's okay. So that we move to another model. So where you tried and it's closed, we reach the limit. But a second rollout will be done. But the others which has not reached that target are still open. And I think agreed to. The last time I tried, I think it was closed. Agreed. So yes, and I was very happy agreed was closed at that time, which means a lot of you try to enroll on at this time. So there are modules, and the modules they have limits. So when it hits, we close that. Then when we finish this particular people, then we roll on another module. for a second batch. So yeah, that is how it's been done.
Today we have a topic we will be treating so seriously. Now, looking at this, we've covered 97% of our debt negotiation. President John Dramani Mahama, what is your take on that?
Right, it's a good step, and I will encourage him to go ahead and finish it up with 100%. And why am I saying this? When we talk of government taking our debt for restructuring or negotiation or renegotiation, that means the government through the Ministry of Finance has engaged in discussions with our international and domestic creditors so that they can modify the terms and conditions of our debt. And that is in order to manage our financial obligations more sustainably. So this is the main reason why government will engage creditors so that they can modify the terms for the government to function sustainably. So you can see that Ghana, currently our debt to GDPs are hanging around 61.8% of our GDP. So in terms of normal man's understanding, there's like the total indebtedness of Ghana is about 61.8%, almost 62% of all our products and services put together for the whole year as a country. So the gold we mined, the services we rendered, everything that we did as a country, if you put all together, and we quantify it in terms of money value, then it will take about 61.2%. That is a very huge amount of money. Yes, in this I'm talking of something like it's about 726 billion Ghana cedis, and that is about our 3 years budget. Yes, so let's say if the budget that we will give to Ghana, we have to put them down for 3 good years before we can please pay our indebtedness. And that's a huge sum of money. So if the president is saying they are renegotiating, that means they are at the tables with our creditors to make sure that terms are refixed so that it will not overburden us too much in repayment. And Nana, because you have mentioned that, let me expatiate or let me broaden the explanation a bit so that we can understand it more.
Exactly.
Now let's see. What are the objectives of someone trying to engage his creditors to this level? What are the objectives? The objective of the country's government can be that to reduce the burden on the country. Because if you owe, it's a burden on the country. So if you are supposed to pay maybe your indebtedness by June, then it means you have to start preparing now.
Time radio.
And you know that preparation is in terms of monetary affair. So things that you are supposed to do before that June, some may be affected because of the preparation to repay the loan. But if you are able to renegotiate your loan, sometimes you may understand that instead of payment in June, you can reschedule it for even 2026, so that you can have some ample time to do your development, then you prepare adequately to pay it in 2026. So the first thing is that it will reduce burden on the country. Now, the second thing is to avoid defaults. And when we talk of default, in fact, it's a very strong language used on someone. Ghana here, we don't see it as such sometimes. But when you go into the formal side of it, Ghana is very dangerous when you default on your debt. Your credibility is questioned when you default. So you quickly go around to renegotiate with your creditors before you default, so that you can reach new terms that will help you. Then the third one is when someone does that, it will free up resources. You know, you are gathering resources to go and pay for your indebtedness. But if you are able to sit with your creditors to renegotiate, you will see that some of the resources that you were gathering to go and pay for that will be freed, so that the government can have himself or herself free to do some few developmental works in the country. Now, when we talk of restructuring, we have them in types. When we talk of that negotiation, we have them in types. And the first one will be debt restructuring. Debt restructuring. When we talk of the restructuring, here we are talking of sometimes changing in terms of the interest rates. Yes. So maybe if government goes in to say our interest rate we charges was too high. This is a new government, let's say the NDC government. So probably the previous NDP government took a facility from say EU, and maybe the interest rate as this new government sees it is too high. You can go in to renegotiate so that they can review the interest rates.
Okay.
So when your negotiation or your renegotiation is about the interest rates, then you are restructuring. Then also, if you are talking about the payment period, should be extended so that it will free up your payments. That one too is restructuring. So the first one we talk about is the restructuring. That is when you go into renegotiate for interest or the period of payment. Then we have what we call debt forgiveness. So this debt forgiveness is when you go in to plead, as the name goes, for your indebtedness to be cancelled or part of it waived, so that you can make payments. So probably we owe you something like $50 million. Then we go in to plead with them that, hey, you know, we are in a small country and we are facing these challenges. So please, if you can waive it for us. Sometimes if you see they cannot waive it, then we try to plead if they can waive part of it. So we know we owe you $15 billion, but we are pleading that let's pay 25. Then if it comes to agreements and then we agree, which means you have won, so that you gather yourself to go and pay. Then we have what we call debt swap. So debt swap is where we owe a country like UK 10 million pounds. Then you will see that in one way or the other, UK too has come to owe Ghana. Now we don't have the money to pay, but probably they have the money to pay. But we go to them and say, UK, you know, we owe you about 10 million pounds, and because of this and this and this, you too owe us this amount. Maybe we surprise them, we go pay to them, or we did something we did not pay for, or we gave them good, maybe they are here to pay. So instead of us taking their money and they also expecting us to pay back, we go there and tell them, Master, we owe you and you owe us, so please let's swap our debts, so that whatever you owe me and I owe you, let's use it to cancel each other, so that we can all be free in one way or the other. So that one is called debt swap.
Okay.
So internationally, that one is debt swap. So these three types of negotiations that usually are used by international communities to make sure they negotiate their indebtedness. So that's debt restructuring, debt forgiveness, and then debt swapping. So now let's see why. Okay, now you want.
No, I just want to ask, how sure are we that when we go to the negotiation table, we will be pardoned in any of this?
No, it depends on how you submit yourself to it.
Okay.
You know, these people, they like openness. And one thing is that they usually have some kind of considerations when it comes to countries like Ghana and other countries who have embraced democracy.
Okay.
You see, and it is something like they are using it to trap other countries that are not fully implementing the democracy to come on board. So if you happen to hold this international community, they like to assist you, especially in debt restructuring, so that it will attract countries that are not fully implementing the democracy to also come on board, so that if they happen to owe them, they will also enjoy such facilities. So you know, what we owe them is just a drop in their finances. Okay. But one thing is, yes, we see it as very huge amount, but they have ways and means of dealing with it. So sometimes we are forgiven, and you can remember the Millennium Challenge account where we had HIPIC, and our former president Kufuor quickly took advantage of that, and how it helped the country. So there are initiatives around which usually we can use those windows when they are open to make sure we negotiate for our indebtedness with them, so that it can be sustainable for us to pay without crashing our economy. Yeah. So the possibility that you can be favored in one way or the other is there. It is very high. Yeah. And there's a criteria. So if you fall within that criteria, you know it. It's just like when you are going for a loan. You go and you are given the criteria. If you have this, if you have that, if you have that, then you can pick this amount. If you have that, you can pick this amount. The same thing applies to negotiations. There are criteria. When you look at it, you know that this my indebtedness is keeping too long, and there's this criteria that if I meet, I can plead for clemency, I can plead for cancellation or reduction in the amount to be paid. So there's a possibility that those things can happen. But as I was saying to you, we can add why a country will opt for that negotiation. Yes. Now, it could be because of economic crisis. Okay. So if you happen to have economic crisis, then definitely you can opt for that. And you know, when it comes to our economic crisis, no one needs to write about it. It is just something we all know about. So it is how we present ourselves to them that we are in economic crisis. Then the second one is our budget deficits. So you can see that clearly, but we want to finance our budget. I think this year, like you can see, we are aiming for something over 200 billion Ghana cedis for our budget. And at the end of the day, you can see that we have a deficit there, about 50 billion, 51 billion. So it means we can raise about 150, 160 billion. But the 51 billion is still hanging around our necks, where we are looking for international community to help us fill that gap. And it becomes indebtedness. So we can use that as a yardstick to beg them that, you know, we wish to pay your indebtedness this year. But looking at our budget, you can see we have a deficit of about 25% to 30%. So we beg you to reduce it or postpone the payment so that we can have our budget fully used this year. So that is another side of it. Then we have currency depreciation. And when your currency depreciates, it increases your indebtedness. Now, when our currency just appreciated, you can hear the president saying now it has cut our indebtedness by 150 billion Ghana cedis. Yes. Now, that's a very huge sum of money. That's getting to, this is over $10 billion that has been reduced. And you know, we went to IMF for just 3 billion. And if our currency has risen this high, unfortunately, that alone has reduced our indebtedness. That's 3 times what we went from IMF. So it means if we are able to run our economy well, we will not even need to go to IMF, because at the end of the day, we are going to save more money than what we didn't borrow, and we have to pay interest on. So just 5 months of our currency appreciating has cut our indebtedness by that margin, 150 billion Ghana cedis. It's a very huge amount. So now you can see that if your currency depreciates as well, it increases your indebtedness. Then you see that you need to plead for clemency, or you need to plead for some cancellation of debt or other debts. Then now we have something called poor fiscal management. When a country poorly manages its resources, we call it a poor fiscal management. Then it will lead you to go around pleading for renegotiation of your debts. So if you are not able to manage your resources well, you are not able to manage your country's economy or fiscal policy properly, then you see that you will find yourself wanting, and it will attract you to go around looking for some of these things. There are implications anyway, which later we will talk about that. But if you are interested, we can also go to the implications of some of these things. Yeah, so that is the little I can say there.
If we can go to one or two of it, then my question comes after.
Okay. So you know, as I'm saying, the reasons that will lead you to go for this negotiation is something that is very burning. And if I mean burning, it means it has put pressures on the country's finances. So if we talk of implications of burden on your finances as a country, then the first one I will mention, because we are in Africa, is political instability. If there's financial pressure on the country, the possibility of political instability is very high. So no government will like to face that. And you can see we have some neighboring countries that have gone through that. And all of them, you can only pinpoint to one thing, that there was some economic pressures on the nation. There was youth unemployment and some stagnation in the economic growth, and it led to this. So if any government in Africa finds himself or herself at the wrong side of his finances, quickly you have to go in to renegotiate, so that at least it can free some of the resources for you to do well, so that it will not trigger political instability in the country. Then it affects investment. Now we would like to invest in an economy where the president is going around begging for debt forgiveness. So if you don't take care, you put yourself there, then you are going to have a very huge problem. Then finally, as you said, let me add only one. then the credibility of your government is called into question. Now it is Africa, and sometimes you hear that countries are being rated. Sometimes they rate you high, they rate you low. If they rate you A+, then you are like a very good country with very good debt management. You manage your fiscal policy very well. So when you're going in for you don't have issue at all. But when they rate you down, they rate you to somewhere like C, D, like where we were. Then sometimes you cannot even go to the international market. And now Ghana, we are out of international market. That we cannot put name on international market. I want to go through some policies. So at the end of the day, if you go around negotiating your indebtedness, then it means you are going to have issue with the credibility of your country, and that one will affect your credibility international when it comes to taking of facilities.
Now, my question is, the city gain more strength
marginally, of course,
the US dollars.
Yes.
Now, and this have slashed Ghana's debt by nearly 150 billion Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis, of course.
Do you think that the president needs to avoid a return to IMF to secure, to be able to protect or secure its legacy?
IMF has been a very good person, though they are not talking behind this particular achievement we are having now.
Okay.
I'll be found with if any economists will be fair with us. You know, one thing is when you pick a facility from IMF, they take up the whip and they try to keep you in line so that some mismanagements will be avoided. And it is that has led us to where we are. So frankly, going to IMF is not a bad deal at all. Though when you go there, it means you are debt reading or your finances are not doing well. By the end of the day, they happen to put you back on track. So we getting back on track, it's partly because of the IMF.
Okay.
Now let's come to the other side of it. I think the president made it clearly that we shall finish paying our tranche in 2026.
Sure.
And he made it clearly that he does not intend to renew the contract or continue it. So it means he feels now our finances are okay. And frankly, if things to go as they are now, then we may not need to go to IMF. After all, we are if our physical policies is not to go by, then you can clearly see that things are picking up. And now what is even making this more visible is that it is true that people were throwing away in the dollar. If you see the kind of depreciation going on, it is not all by the international and it is not all by the policies we put in place. It is people who are holding the dollar now bringing it out, which is saturating the market with the dollar. I'm telling you, someone bought the dollar at 12 cedis and was waiting for the dollar to hit 18 so that they will bring it out to make profit of 6 cedis on each dollar. Now the dollar has come down. I don't know Nana today. I don't know whether you check the exchange rate.
10 cedis. 10 cedis with some pesos on it.
Good. So meaning already somebody who bought it at 12 cedis has lost almost 2 cedis.
Yeah.
And I think it is being predicted to even come down further.
Sure.
So such people will not wait for you to depreciate further. So what they will to appreciate further. What they will do is to release those dollars quickly. Change their money back into cedis. So now the cedi is more formidable than the dollar as at now, as we speak, not internationally.
Yeah.
So if your money is in cedi now, it is much safer than in dollars. Because if it's in dollars, your dollars value will depreciate, will come down. Things that dollars can buy today, tomorrow they cannot buy.
Now, before you go on, the cedi now is 10 cedis, 30 pesos. That is at the central bank.
10 cedis, 30 pesos.
Yes,
now at the central bank.
Yes, and then when it comes to the
bank,
the retail market, it is 11 Ghana cedis, 60 pesos.
Oh, and you see where we look at it is the Bank of Ghana rate.
Yeah.
Which is 10 cedis, 30 pesos.
Yeah.
So Nana, you see that somebody who bought it at 12 cedis, somebody who bought it at 11 cedis, someone who bought it at 13 cedis will not wait for this to come down further.
Yeah.
Unless the person has some high hopes that some years to come or some time to come, the dollar will hit back. And when? how long are you able to sustain that? How long will you be able to hold on until it rises? What if it never comes? Because I made a statement here that I've been following this Donald Trump, and intentionally he decided to devalue the dollar, so that American market will become what? Attractive. Because we feel Chinese and European Union were taking all the potential customers away from US. Now cars being imported, phones being imported, all consumables are now from China and EU. Is that not it? And it is not coming from America because the American dollar was too strong and too powerful on the market. So if you want to import something from America, then you have to be a very strong nation with very high listen. So here is the case. We are watching it from the angle that Donald Trump will not like the dollar to strengthen now. If it strengthens, it will go against, because he's a businessman. He's a businessman, and I understand him so much. He sat down to craft this thing to make sure that the whole world will have some appreciation in their currencies against his, so that it will attract them to US markets. So it is something they sat and crafted, and it is working. He and Elon Musk. So if you are still keeping your dollars in Ghana, you are hoping that it will go up. I'm telling you that America is not ready to let the dollar go up now, because they want to attract us to their markets, and that is what is exactly happening. So you can see that now what they are doing, the dollar depreciating is going to fight against those who export things to America. Yes, because already he has a market, a ready market. He wants you to come and buy. So he wouldn't like you to come and saturate his market with your products.
Time radio.
Yeah. So you can see clearly that where they are heading to is to make sure that the dollar depreciates, your currency appreciates, so that you can have more money in your hands to buy from us. Then he has raised the tariff. Is that not it? Exactly. So when you buy from us, we will still make more from you from where our dollar short. We will make that from the tariff we impose on you. He's a very well-crafted minded person. So anybody with dollars in the country now is not safe, and they are all trying to bring them on board, and that is what is causing. And what I've been saying, I'm praying it sustains like this. If even it doesn't come down further, Nana, if it can be like this until August, then we will see something. I'm telling you, by August, when it's a major harvest season in Ghana, and the dollar at that time, oh God.
I am praying that it will come down more.
Oh yes, Father, yes.
At least to 5 Ghana cedis.
You're very wicked. You're very wicked. Let me chip in this. I think you are teasing the Nigerians. I heard that as ours is appreciating, I heard there is a problem there, and they are giving it to Chile.
It's now 6 Ghana cedis over there.
Oh Naja, oh Naja. I heard them yesterday. They were giving it to the president. I said they should take it cool.
They should hold him responsible.
They should hold him responsible. It's true.
So I am praying that it will come down to 5 cities.
5 cities, but why? They will buy cars at a very low rate. Cars will come down to 5,000 and 6,000 cities.
So that I can buy some.
I know you get well.
So by the close of the end of the term of the God sent people president,
of course,
the dollar will come to at least 1 city to 1 city to $1.
Oh yes, sure, I'm sure.
That is what we are anticipating. But quickly, before we go there, the president said this famous thing that we are likely to achieve our target of debt to GDP ratio of 55% by the end of this year.
Yeah.
I think that measures are put in place, good policies are put in place. That is why the president is anticipating for this, because we have seen what happened in the previous administration. What is different now with the economic management team that we have? What is making the difference? And the president is saying this.
Okay. Right, you can clearly see what is happening here is You can clearly see what is happening here, as I said, is the appreciation of the currency. And that is a very good step, as we talked about. So if this, and I'm sure that is the reason why there is this debt renegotiation going on. So if we are able to achieve what we are looking for, as we said, it will reduce the burden on the country's finances. And if we put in very good fiscal policy and we follow it at the end of the day, then we will avoid defaults. Then we can free up our resources. Now, if we're able to free up our resources, then we should have that target achieved. Because having it hanging around 55%, which is something recommendable by the international communities and international financial bodies, that is when you are attracted to some kind of resources from international communities. So if your debt to GDP is above that 55%, then they are seeing you as you are having challenges with your resources. So I know with what they are putting in place now, coupled with the coming down of the dollar and the cedi appreciation, then I'm sure in no time we shall be able to achieve that 55% debt to GDP ratio. I'm not doubting that at all. And I can see the efforts in you. You know, now they are trying to make it a policy that we should carry more cedis on less than dollars. And then I think we first came up with some kind of stringent control for disappointees by telling them not to go by first class. You know, some things that will cause or trigger our currencies to tumble. He's trying to put in some measures to curb that. So I think what he's doing is something achievable, and I won't be surprised if he's able to meet that target.
That's so good. And before we move to the main topic, the last time we were trying to deal with Trump's ban on Harvard from enrolling foreign students, I could see that the universe wants us to really talk about this topic.
So is it not that about the Harvard University issue?
Yes, today as we speak, Trump has suspended new student visa appointments and Ghanaian applicants are affected. Now, when we look at it, what does it mean to Ghana and our young scholars who travel outside for the program in this international universities?
Yeah, no, this is a very unfortunate news, frankly. And you know, this war with Trump began, I think, far back as 2017. And if you see how the whole thing is going, I think it is escalating to another degree. And I know in no time we will start feeling the pinch. I know the university is fighting back with other elite universities. They are fighting back strongly. But at the end of the day, we are a small country with small muscles, and we are not able to fight back so hard. So I know there are some people who are also siding with the university, so that we can do something about it. But currently, you can see clearly that our man Donald Trump is heading towards an agenda. And let me quickly come to that. You know, in 2017, there was this fight. Somebody took the elite universities and Harvard to court. They sued them, and their issue was that when you come to Harvard, what they do is that they give priority to the minority classes. So now, as we are in this country, let me take Africa for example. If we happen to apply to enter Harvard University, what they consider is that which is the country in Africa with the least graduates from Harvard. So if they happen to see that Ghana, we've had 10,000 people who have graduated through Harvard, then maybe another country has only maybe 600. Now they will give more priority to that country than us. They will not consider the population, but they will just consider in numbers. Ghana, we have about 10,000 graduates who have completed Harvard. That country has only 600. So at the end of the day, they will give more priority to them than us. So if they happen to receive the applications, they may give about 50% chances to that particular country to enroll into Harvard. Then you who have already 10,000, they may give you maybe just some 5% or 10% quota. This is what they do. So they were taken to court that what is being done is being discriminatory. Rather, they feel it is being discriminatory in the sense that they should give equal opportunities to everyone who will enroll. So whether a country has gone there, whether they have people there before or people who have graduated there before, they should give equal opportunities to everyone. Because the ancient Americans felt that they were being discriminated because a lot of them have completed Harvard. So when they apply, they don't get access. Like other Arab countries who don't have much graduates from Harvard. So you can see that now Harvard too, to the tune that Arabs didn't have more graduates or more people who graduate from Harvard. So they give more prominence to the Arab and other minority groups who have not completed much. Then when they were taken to court, Trump happened to support the suit against Harvard. But so Trump lost the case. Trump lost the case at the end of the day. It brought a bitter listen between the university and Trump. It brought a very bitter issue between Trump and then Harvard. That was where the whole thing started from. So clearly you can see that when Trump returned this time, there was an issue of Trump cutting about almost $2 billion in aid to Harvard. And one thing was Trump was giving them a hell of time, giving allegations that Harvard was harboring some students who were causing troubles on campus and were supporting this Arab world fight. That's what's going on in Gaza and some other countries. So I think Trump wanted the university to give up those students so that the state would deal with them. But I think Harvard didn't understand, so they didn't heed to that. So that is what is bringing this fight. Now currently, let's come to what is happening. Now Trump has decided to cut more aid to Harvard. And let's come to this. Ghana, if we check our economy, our whole budget is around $24 billion in a year. But Bonsu, Harvard alone has about 30 billion budget for a year, which is more than half. Yes, which is more than half of Ghana, our whole budget for the year. Harvard alone as a university. So you can see this. So they are making about half of our budget for their school. And Trump cutting those aids doesn't affect them so much, but it will put some pressures on them so that some of the things that they do for the students, they can no more do that. So what Trump has put in place is going to put some impediments across to prevent the university from extending its hands to the international students who, when they pay much to make sure that the university is able to stabilize its economies. Now, what Trump has done currently is to make sure that it bans students from elite university and especially Harvard, so that students will no more be there. As I said, the university has also filed a counter suit against Trump so that whatever Trump has said will not be withheld by the courts. They should strike it out to make sure that students can enroll freely into Harvard. So what has happened currently is going to affect students, but we are looking for the outcome of what the courts will see. Though what he has done now is having effect on them, because we have to go by that until we hear from the courts. But I know internationally, diplomatically, they will not immediately carry it out. They will give some doors and some windows, and I know before everything will start, the court might have given a verdict, and the students will be allowed to pursue their courses in Harvard.
Now, this has affected Ghana. So, what should we be doing now in our education sector? Because we also have university over here, and I see it as a wake-up call to upgrade our universities. To you, what do you think we should be doing now?
That is exactly what we said. We must upgrade our university system here, and we must equip them, if even not to standard of Harvard, to the higher standard over that we can use to build our nation. Here is the country, is a prestige university. We have a lot of resources and infrastructure, but we can also start from somewhere. So you can see that we are losing guard on our education, same as in our health sector. There are some common sectors that we should be able to take care of here, but until we attend the health sectors outside the country or hospitals and other diseases outside the country, we are not secured. So why not invest in our own to make sure that we are up to standard, up and doing, so that you and I, we can have access to them when we need them. So this is a wake-up call to all Africans and Ghana in particular, that we should modernize and transform our universities to a place that we can all cherish. So that in the end of the day, if even we will lack some of these university entrances at some of these universities in the world or any university around the world, what we have here can take care of what we need as graduates from universities. So it is a turning point. We shouldn't take it as a blow, but a reminder that we can do something about our universities, and in the end we can have better children or better people being trained there to man our economy as a nation, so that we don't have to fall on only Harvard and the big universities to survive.
Now that the application is affecting young scholars from Ghana, do you think there will be any government intervention at the embassy so that they will be worked on, so that the new ones who are yet to apply will be given the nod?
Yeah, sure. When it comes to diplomacy, America is one of the countries that holds it very high. Upon all that has been said, it's not going to take immediate turn. Probably those who are now going to buy, but for those who are already into it, I know they will give them some grace period, and that grace period is to buy our time through. Through diplomacy and legal means. So clearly, what is going on there, I know, is going to work for some time, and people are also working around the closed doors so that we can put things in order. Because with what we are seeing currently, it will not immediately take effect with those who are already enrolled. What would have happened is that those students will rather be channeled to other universities. Yes, they will be given opportunities to be enrolled onto other universities. But here is the case. I know, as I said, the university has also appealed, and at the end of the day, I know that they are going to arrange the situation in a very nice way that the students will not be affected so much. And as I said, it is a policy of Trump against them. It is Trump against the universities. So this has been something like a personal thing, which I know in no time the courts will put it to rest. Our man Trump, when you are not in his good books, he will try any means to let you know that you are not in his good books. He will not pretend to like you when he doesn't like you. So you can clearly see that what is happening is Trump Harvard war. But I know legally when it comes, they will find a place to place that the students will not be so much affected.
Okay. Now, before I let go, let's come to Parliament. Any MP from Hello, Honorable, please, can you hear me? Hello, Honorable. Hello, Honorable, please, can you hear me? Hello, Honorable.
Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello, Honorable.
Music.
Unfortunately, it's like we lost Honorable. But let's do our best to try if we can bring him back on the line to conclude on the interview section.
But I'm making no day to Saturday. Me, I get it on there for your day. And I'm making no day. I will make you like you want it for Jay. Give you my fingers if you can. They know we can just remain.
Time Radio.
Okay, my time is even almost up, and I have to let go. We're trying everything possible to conclude with Honorable, but the line is still disturbing today too. I have a serious challenge with MTN, and I think it's a high time I begin to spark their back. So up next is our health segment. Will be coming your way shortly. Okay, Honorable is back. Honorable, please, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me, Honorable?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Sorry for that shortcut. Your last word on Parliament won't shelter any MP from legitimate investigations from security agencies. What is your take on what the Speaker of Parliament said?
Bam, that is it. That is the fact, and that is what it should be. Clearly, that's what I said. You see, is that legitimate investigations? Yes, which is something that has been, or something that is being carried out by the rule of law. So you will not shake any MP. You know, usually our MPs decide to hide behind the membership to do some of these things, and I think it's not being in the right move. So the Speaker is making it clear to them that no one should think when it comes is going to shield them from the investigations. Because if security agencies are carrying out their own investigations, they have their own way of doing it. And in order not to impede or stampede their work, I think it is better he makes it clear to them that he will not show any member of Parliament found himself to be investigated by any of the security agencies.
But Honorable, we all know that these MPs have their privileges to enjoy. Don't you think it's a form of denying them of their privileges as MPs?
MPs are important, teachers are important, presenters are important, journalists are important. Everyone is important in their duties. Now, one thing is, clearly you can see that some of them, there is a problem in the country. Assam MP Nipa the pen wasn't. If you find yourself at the wrong side of the law by your own making, then you have to stand for that. But you don't see because you are an MP, you can do something and then you'll be shielded by the speaker just because you are an MP. See, most of them are putting themselves into troubles for it. Someone will come and make some kind of inconsistent statement, and the person thinks they should sue him just because he's an MP. And that should not be. And I'm speaking to both houses of the house, whether the minority or the majority, whatever. You see, someone will come and make an allegation that you can clearly see that the person has no evidence to. And what is our constitution saying? If you allege, then you must prove. So if you say something that will not tarnish the image of the country, and we will leave you just to go and do your work once you have come to cause trouble. See, Nana, somebody can make a statement and it can affect our credibility as a country. And they watch the status. So if you are an MP and you do anything that will damage or dent our image as a nation, you should be dealt with. Because it is in the US, it's everywhere. So it doesn't matter you are a lawmaker. If you cause trouble, the law will call for you to come and answer. So Nana, I think if they conduct themselves well as honorables, I know the house will give them the due respect. So that if something like that happens mistakenly or all of a sudden and their hands are not too much showing with the issue, that one the speaker can come in and probably protect them. But if you go and cause any troubles until you can hide behind your parliamentary membership, then the speaker is making it clear. They will not show you.
Okay, your final word to our terrorist listeners and viewers out there.
Right, Nana, this is a country we are building together. Let's all give our best to what we can do to put Ghana well. it's a good news with what we are hearing from the dollar coming down. There are a lot of opportunities in there in this dollar issue. So if we are to conduct ourselves well and follow the due course, then I know Nana, maybe by some few years to come, Ghana will not just be a mere country, but we shall be a safe country and a good country for us to live in. Now you can see when Nigerians are coming, we become very happy as long as we are. It means there is something good here we don't see. So it's an opportunity God has given us. Let's all do our best to make sure that we eschew some kind of things that is bringing the country backwards, like nepotism, something like corruption, and some things. We should try as much as we can to make sure that we bring this down to bearable heights, so that the country can pick up itself and be in the good books of the people. It will shock you to hear that there are countries in Africa here that sometimes the Western world are even envious of. It's because of how they conduct themselves. And every day you have Rwanda, they tell you when you get to Rwanda today, Rwanda is not the Rwanda you know, because they patch up their things after the genocide and whatever happened there, and now Rwanda is an enviable country that everybody needs to be there. So Nana, let's patch up ourselves. Ghana, our democracy has taken quite a long time, and we are the people that should make it what we want it to be. So let's build the country we want. Let's do what we think can help the country, no matter how small it is in our own way, so that in the end, Ghana can be the greatest in Africa. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you too so much. If you have one or two people to say a good morning to me,
yes. Of course, this morning I will greet Honorable Freeman Teko, the MC for Asama Municipal Assembly. Then I will greet the Constituency Chairman Shadat. Wish him well. Then the Vice President, the Vice President, I think is well now. Everything is okay. I wish her well, and I pray that God will continue to protect her and guide her. I greet my family, I greet my co-workers and everyone.
Thank you so much for having time with us.
God bless you.
So that is Honorable Justice Kamana, who has been on the show with us. Analysis of current events. Thank you, Honorable. So quickly, crown it all with the health segment.
Looking for the wrong one again, wrong one again. I'm searching again. Even though I fuck with your waist, even though your body ain't crazy, looking for me, baby, I will love me again. Look at my love, all I know I'm going to I'm just for you, love, I'm in love. Look at my love, all I know I'm for you, I'm just for you, love,
come quickly, cause my case is everything. Hello, my dealer, come quickly, cause my case is everything. Hello, and anytime I find someone to love, she gon' do me my own. And after me, I'm everything, she gon' break in my heart. Baby, I say, no,
So quickly to crown it all today with the health segment. Your health is your wealth, and your wealth is your health. Quickly, let's look at the health benefits of carrot and ginger. carrot and ginger juice. The health benefit of carrot and ginger juice. Now, carrot and ginger juice offers several health benefits, including boosting the immune system, improving vision and skin health, and supporting digestion. Carrots are rich in beta carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, and vital for respiratory and immune health. Ginger's anti-inflammatory properties and digestive aid can also contribute to overall well-being. So you wash your carrot very well, remove the dirty parts of it, and then you also wash your ginger very well. Most of the times we try to remove the outer of these vegetables. Please, it is not advisable. Blend both together, just chop it into pieces, put it into your blender, blend it very well, and sieve it. Or when you blend it, you can just freeze it and then you serve it. But if you want to remove the chaff from it, just get a nice white cloth or a sieving dish, and then you sieve it very nicely, extract the liquid out of it, and then you freeze it and take. Or once you take it, just first you can serve it nice like that by adding your honey to it. Very nice to drink. And then the chaff, you can use it to bake your donut or your cake or whatever it is. It is very nutritious. So that is it. What some of the details is: boost immune system. Carrots are good source of vitamin A and C, both of which act as antioxidants and protect immune cells. Ginger also has anti-inflammatory properties that can further support the immune system. So blending the two together is very, very good and nutritious. Now, it also supports vision. Carrot contain beta carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, essential for maintaining healthy vision and potentially protecting against age-related macular degeneration. So when you're finding trouble with your eyesight, it is good to take carrot, or you blend the carrot and the ginger together, add your honey to it, and be taking it. It is very, very nutritious. I said, don't throw the chaff away when you sieve this thing. You can use it to prepare your stew, or you can use it to prepare your cookies or whatever, and then you consume it. It's very good. It's very good. It also improves skin health. Vitamin A found in carrot is crucial for skin health and can help promote cell growth. Aids digestion. Ginger, known for its digestive properties, aiding in the breakdown of food and potentially relieving stomach upsets. So it's good to take. You can blend the two and take it. May reduce inflammation. Ginger inflammatory effect and help reduce inflammation throughout the body, potentially benefiting various conditions. Provides antioxidants. So both carrot and ginger are rich in antioxidants, which help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. So it is very good you utilize it. Now from there quickly, it also supports liver health. Some studies suggest that carrot juice may improve liver functions and aid in detoxifying the body. So it's good to do it. It may also help with weight loss. Ginger thermogenic properties can help boost metabolism, and carrots are a good source of fiber, which can aid in weight loss management. So it is very good you take this together. You can blend it, and you can also use it to prepare your stew and other stuffs. It helps to boost your immune system and keep you healthy each and every day. So this is the end for the health segment on today's Timeline Morning Show.
I was searching somebody, but your love didn't look for me. Your body look for me. I don't need nobody.
So that is it. My time is up, and I have to end it here on the Timeline Morning Show. Don't forget 10 a.m. exactly. The mid-morning will be coming your way with Dr. Rock. Exactly 2 p.m. the gospel time will be coming your way. And from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. the World Uncovered Talk Show will be coming your way, the Law Clinic. So get ready and be part of all our programs. Don't forget 30th to 1st of June, 3 days of glory at the Greater House Chapel International will be taking place. Greater House Chapel is located at East Legon or Legon, adjacent APSA Hostel, Vice Chancellor's Office Complex. So join us for the 3 days of glory at the Greater House Chapel with Prophet David, Elijah all the way from Nigeria, and the Pastor Jesus Love Apostle Philip K. Osei. Is the founder and the leader of the Greater House Chapel International. So join me from this Friday, this coming Friday, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Join me at the Greater House Chapel International. So till we meet again, I leave the house for the next programs to proceed. Have the best of your day. Bye bye.